This is video 2 of 2 for set 75375. It is the Millennium Falcon. This is the start of bag 7. This is going to be bag 8. This bag has a lot more like additions where it's making it look a lot more like the Millennium Falcon. I think from this side you could definitely tell what it is. The only issue that I'm having, well, I had several issues for some reason this bag, but that's mentally I couldn't visually like for some reason understand what they were trying to have me do. But my main issue with the way they're having it built is I don't know if it's going to make a difference like take this off the stand. I've never built one on the stand, but it is getting a little, you know, heavy this way. But I'm gonna leave it on here because it is how they have you building it on. So we'll see if it was necessary, or if maybe if you guys wanted to build this, you wouldn't have to build it that way. This is going to be bag 9. There's definitely no doubt that it is the Millennium Falcon now. You can definitely see it. You're only missing a couple things. My guess is the next bag is probably going to be these portions, maybe filling in because there's only 2 bags left. This bag is showing you a lot more detail, both on the bottom and on top. You got this little piece that came through with some vents. It's still a little difficult to be building on the stand, but I've kind of got it secured in there, so it's been a little bit easier. This is going to be bag 10. This is the end of bag 10. There, as you can see, a lot more detail. The only part we're missing now is going to be this area right here. It still feels like very like heavy. I don't know if maybe after this part is a little more built, it'll be like a little more like maybe I don't want it to be like. This is going to be bag 11. It will be the last bag. So at the end of bag 10, I did realize I was putting it on the stance wrong way. So I have fixed it. It's a little less, it's supposed to be tilted down. So it actually is exactly how it's supposed to be looking, which is nice. Kind of looks like that from the side. Did fill in the other parts. You got a little some pew pew googies there. And then you have the 25th anniversary. And it's just pretty much 25 years of Star Wars Lego, not Star Wars itself, obviously. And then your little Millennium Falcon sign. So my overall review of this set is, I think it's a nice set, right? It looks really pretty. If you are into displaying, I think this is like a nice, on your desk centerpiece or like piece thing. I have some negatives about it. There were parts of it that I think were a little bit difficult. This in particular, I've done it before. I think it might have been just this or me. I haven't actually built a set in a while because I was going through school, but it was really, really hard to get the end pieces, and I found that I had to like kind of make them smaller and kind of get it in there. It was kind of a little difficult, but it does look cool, so it was worth it. There were a couple things that I struggled with because my brain wasn't working, but for the most part, it was an easy set to build. I think most sets are easy to build if you have instructions, just time consuming. My only other issue is that I don't really understand why they had you build half of it on the display. The stand, you could do that. You don't have to do that though. If you build the set, you don't have to build it on the display. I did it because that's how the set told me to do it, but you don't need to do it. But overall, I would recommend this set. Price to piece ratio was really good. About 100 pieces over what a normal price ratio would be, especially being that it's Star Wars. They generally run a little bit more expensive. My only issue with it is two issues. I kind of wish this shot, like the little red pieces, little, pew pew, because all my other Millennium Falcon sets do have that. Even like the really tiny, like $10 one can shoot, but it's not the end of the world. I also wish that this set had a minifigure, either Chewbacca or Han Solo, to kind of put on your little stand here. I think that would look really, really nice. Like if you could just pop this off. I have a couple Han Solos and stuff that are extra from other sets. I might actually see if I can like round up a Chewbacca and a Han Solo. I think that'd be really cool to put right there instead of just these. I think it would even be worth paying an extra $10 if you had those two minifigures on there. But overall, there was no stickers. That's a plus for a lot of people, but it still had the design as if it did have stickers, and, actually quite a bit of it. All of these have designs. These have designs. You have, rudders on both sides. So, I mean, it kind of proves that they don't need stickers. Stickers don't bother me, but I know stickers bother a lot of people. It is unnecessary because they can put the designs on them. But overall, it's a great set. I would recommend it. It is worth what you pay for.